What's up? Good evening, you guys. This is the Big Sandwich Organ Meat. And I've got another video before I go retire for the night. You know, there's a lot of videos going on about why people aren't returning to work. And there's a lot of valid explanations. I don't know them all, and I'm not going to get through them all in this one particular video. But for some people, it's just the incentive to return to work. And it's not that and see what people do is they say that, oh, they're lazy, they just don't want to work. Yeah, those people don't mind working. It's just that they're looking for fulfillment out of their work. And this is the first time that they were able to have a reprieve from having to work. I mean, do you know how many people that are watching this video, when you think back, how many people do you know that have never been outside of their hometown? They've never left their county. Or if they did leave their county, they've never left their state. Right? They've never left their time zone. They never left their geographic region. I don't know if it's the same in the UK as it is in the United States or Canada, but there are a lot of people, man. You know, they got out of high school, they worked the job, and they've been working that job for 25, 30 years, and they're not really doing any better economically now than they were doing when they were in high school, when they were a dependent of their parents. There are people that, you know, in 30 years and 3 decades, they've never been to the other side of the country. They've never been to the middle of the country. Or if they were in the middle of the country, it was one of those vacation things where you had to cram the whole experience in a week and a half or 2 weeks, including travel. So people are returning to work because a lot of people have decided, this is why they're leaving the cities, right? A lot of people have decided, hey man, if I'm going to live this life, I think I want more pleasure. I want more enjoyment out of it. I want more contentment. I want to be more at peace with my existence. I don't want to work just to work, and then, you know, I can't even do anything with the money, but then I got to keep going back to work to get more money to do things that I can't do with, and now I'm stuck in some maze. A lot of people after this corona thing, they noticed there wasn't an exit from the maze, but there was time to sit back and think, is this something I want to do? I mean, can I give up big city living and move in a small city and in a small country? I mean, not small country, I'm saying a small country town or a rural area. I mean, with the internet, the postal service, and Federal Express, DHL, and UPS, why do I really need to be here? You know, with Amazon and Walmart one day shipping and all the other guys, you know, beating each other up to get your consumer dollar. Do I need to be here? And it's not just a New York City thing. I mean, do I need to be in San Francisco, in the Bay Area, when I can move my whole family to Colorado Springs and we can enjoy the same standard of living for a fraction of the cost? Do I need to be in Los Angeles if I can move to the suburbs of Kansas City and do the same thing? Do I need to be in New York City if I can move to Western Massachusetts and do the same thing? For the most part, I mean, you won't have urban living, but then again, nobody ever said you can't use the highway. No one said you couldn't come down for the weekend and then go back up when the weekend was over. Right? So, I mean, I think that is one reason why people aren't returning to work. Because they don't mind working, but what they don't want to do is toil. What they don't want to do is slave away the remaining days doing something that they don't really care about to make some other guy rich doing it. I'm going to make him rich. And then there's a video by Louis Rossman that also explained that if I'm going to be the temporary cog in the wheel that you can employ when you want to and dispose of when you don't want me to work for you, then that means there's no loyalty in this business, in this game. So if you don't have any loyalty to me, I'm not going to have any loyalty to you. All right? If you're going to get rid of me just so you can save money yourself, because it's not about your business going bankrupt, because you got enough of a safe space where you're not going to go bankrupt over a couple of months of slow business. But what you want to do is treat everybody like they're expendable, and now what they've done is they've treated the employer like he was expendable. I don't need to work at your restaurant. I don't need to work at your hotel. You know? Because a lot of this stuff was already in the making. It just got compounded by this semi-natural disaster called Corona. You know, you go work for a company, and you need, as an adult, you need at least 40 hours a week. But they would get you up there with that flexible scheduling jazz where, you might get 40 hours a week, you might get 37 and a half, just so they could avoid having to offer you health insurance. And then you wouldn't even get the same schedule every day, so you can double down and go get another job some other place, like at Home Depot. They give you these rotating schedules where you never know where you're working one week to the next. So now you can't get another job. So now you're stuck with the limited income that you get from this job. That is another reason why people don't want to go back. There are a lot of other reasons, and, a lot of the other guys talk about them thoroughly, but I just wanted to mention that one that I had just thought about in the corner. When I said, a lot of people have never been outside their county, or when they leave, it's like on one of those sponsored field trip. It's a trip to Disney World, or a trip to Miami Beach, or a trip to Universal Studios, or a trip to Six Flags in Texas, or a trip to Las Vegas. They live in a country this broad and this big and this expansive, and they've never seen it. They live in an area. There could be 4 states in your geographical metropolitan area, and you've never seen any of them. You grew up in Syracuse, went to school in Syracuse, or you went to school in Geneseo or Buffalo or Ithaca, and you came back to Syracuse, got a job, and then, they transferred you to Utica, or they transferred you to Binghamton. But you've never seen anything else. And I just use New York as my example, but it could be any place. You grew up in Cleveland and you never left Ohio. So now is your opportunity to find something that you could do, so you could put yourself on the road and you could see the country, see the world even. Hey man, I'm going to take this money and I'm going to go see the world, or as much as I can, before I'm obligated to have to go get a job. So I don't expect the situation to improve anytime soon. There's going to be a lot of help wanted ads, and there's going to be a lot of people talking about they can't get good help and all of this stuff. And then, I don't know what's going to become of that, because for guys that are either self-employed or, like most black businesses, you don't have more than 3 employees anyway. Most of you won't really have to deal with that. If anything, if you're talented, you might be able to offer your services out as a subcontractor to a business, and then, provide yourself income that way, help you build your fledgling small business. They pay you as a subcontractor. Oh, that turn's gonna be tough. Oh, he's on the sidewalk. Nope, he missed the sidewalk. Well, that was a close one right there. Yeah, that box van came out past the bar, though. He shouldn't have came out past that line. But, no, that's all I'm saying, There's a reason why a lot of these guys are not returning back to work. Man, they got to do something about the rats over here. Jeez. These rats is crazy. But I think there's a reason why these people are not returning back to work. And, there are several reasons. I just provided one of those. I said, man, look, if I had to go back, and go get something right now and buckle down, Surely it can be done, but if you want to go see the rest of the country, you want to do something that allows you to do that. So that's the job that you would be looking for, where you can go, go see the continental United States. I mean, go up to Alaska maybe for a bit. I hear they got work on the pipeline all the time. They got work on the pipeline up there, so a guy might want to do that, and this will be his opportunity to actually, think and see if he wants to do that. Which is to say that a lot of people were trapped. They were trapped in their former lives. And now after this corona, they have a little bit of a reprieve, a little bit of a break, so they can examine and see, hey, this dude's about to get clobbered by that car, man. Damn meathead. He was about to get hit by that car. But now people can see if this is something that they would actually want to do. If this is a way that they want to spend their life. They also, try other things. And I think that's what a lot of people want to do. They want to try other things which may give them more enjoyment. And, I don't really think it's about the money. I think they're looking for personal satisfaction.